Maybe you've heard that it's not worth starting a meditation channel anymore, that YouTube won't monetize low-quality, low-effort AI slop. Well, the truth is, you can still monetize a meditation channel on YouTube and build a business around it. But there's a catch. Your meditation recordings have to be well done, and they actually have to help people. Hi, I'm Natasha. I'm a registered nurse turned digital entrepreneur, and I've spent the last decade writing research-based, evidence-based hypnosis and meditation recordings for mental health professionals, for wellness brands, and for life coaches. And instead of allowing AI to replace my writing services and my skills, I'm learning to adapt with it. I'm learning to use it to enhance my workflow. As my brand started growing over the last year, I've noticed other faceless meditation channels on YouTube actually copy my thumbnails and my SEO and my descriptions, but they were failing to grow their audience because their meditations were honestly, their scripts were repetitive, shallow, not really unique, and they were often narrated by AI voices that were not suitable for meditation, like for example, sleep. Whether you're a clinician looking to expand your practice and offer your clients digital tools like guided meditations or guided self-reflections, or whether you're a content creator eager to create an additional income stream online, I'm going to show you how to turn a basic ChatGPT script into a polished meditation that feels authentic, sounds professional, and actually brings value to your audience or your client. And I'm going to show you all the AI tools that I use, but most importantly, how you can pull all of this off for absolutely free if you wanted to. Okay, for some transparency, here are my earnings from YouTube over the past year. I'm still on this journey, so that's why I think what I have to share is going to resonate with a lot of you who are just starting out. I started uploading videos nonchalantly towards the end of 2023, and as you can see, there's not much traction, and then I got a bit more serious about uploading consistently, maybe 1 or 2 videos a month, and then I saw a pattern. And then a couple of videos took off, and then it's just been growing ever since. So that's for YouTube up there, that's Adsense, and that's all in US dollars. And what I made below is a combination of passive and active income over the year. So there's many other ways that I've built side income streams. I started online freelancing through platforms like Fiverr, and then it kind of got oversaturated. AI came in. I was feeling burnt out with just dealing with way too many clients and having all those restrictions that the Fiverr platform has. But don't get me wrong, it's a good place to start if you really want to practice your skills of making content like this or content for the wellness niche. But to be very honest, with the way AI is now, content creation, social media, I think that it's better if you just start a social media, build your brand, and offer services from there. But honestly, if you're looking for money and you're looking for income right away, I would honestly start doing freelancing. First line of business, script creation, obviously. So these, of course, are the 4 pillars for any high quality meditation or hypnosis session. The pre-talk, it builds rapport with your audience. It gives a heads up to your client on what to expect out of the session. In hypnosis, it can work as a mental primer. The induction includes like guided breathing exercises, relaxing imagery that allows your audience to enter a deep state of relaxation, which is the main goal for most meditations. Then we have the visualizations, mental exercises, or positive suggestions like affirmations or future pace suggestions or visualizations can be put here. And then of course you have the termination, which is the end of the session. If it's for sleep, I'm going to show you in a bit how to make sure the ending of your script is actually designed for sleep. Now, you can go ahead and write out your script old school style, like the way I do. You can learn from books, podcasts, interviews, the literature or research that you read, and then use them as fuel and inspiration to create powerful stories and scripts. And then you can just use AI to help kind of string it all together. But if you don't have time for that, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to turn a basic prompt into a better prompt and therefore a better script. So for the benefit of those who may be starting with like no budget, or you want to go into this low cost before you see profit, then I'm going to be using a free version of ChatGPT. I'll show you later what it looks like when you use a paid version or a ChatGPT Pro. But let's get started. Okay, ChatGPT, this is the free version. So for the purposes of monetization and creating meditations that people actually want in the here and now and not like 10 years ago, especially when you're first starting out, you want to see what themes are actually popular. So let's go to ChatGPT. What were the top popular meditation themes or topics in 2025? So we have anxiety, stress, emotional resilience. Okay, so let's have it write. This is going to be our basic prompt that we start off with. So let's have it write a 500-word meditation script for stress reduction that includes a brief pre-talk, an induction, visualization with affirmations, and a termination. So let's go over the script quickly. Yep, we got a pre-talk, which sets the intention. And we got an induction with some guided breath work, a little bit of progressive relaxation. Then we have our visualization, our affirmations, and we have our termination. For monetization purposes, let's say on YouTube, you really want to hook your audience at the very beginning. It pleases the algorithm. It hooks your audience so that they're staying for longer. Retention is better. Thus, also, you get more money if you're looking to make money from Adsense. So let's ask ChatGPT to add a strong hook that in the pre-talk that speaks to the pain point of the stress and stress relief, but that are based on psychotherapy techniques that actually exist and are used. All right, so yeah, it's looking a lot better. Yep. I don't know, it just looks more fleshed out. The pacing's a little bit better as well. It's a little bit more trauma-informed than the first one, offering a safe space to release and to rest. And there's more imagery kind of incorporated into the visualization and affirmations. Okay, so obviously that was the free version of ChatGPT. Let's do the same thing for ChatGPT 5, version 5 now, the paid pro version. I'm asking it the same exact things, using the same exact prompts. And okay, so here we go. Do you ever feel like stress? Yep, the pre-talk is way more it's a better hook. It's emphasizing with the audience. There's some counting, deepeners, the visualizations. I don't know, the pacing's a lot better. And I find the affirmations are also have improved. Okay, now we want to make sure that it's actually designed for sleep. Just give it some context. I'm intending to put background music and loop affirmations and lengthen it to about an hour long. As we can see, it's designed for sleep. Great, perfect. Now, next order of business. Let's move on to putting a voice on this lovely script. Honestly, I prefer ChatGPT 5's version for the many reasons I mentioned. And long before AI was this good, I always knew that I would be replaced as a writer, but that my creativity and vision would always be something that couldn't be replaced. Now, I don't know about like 5 years from now, but I still think that stands. And so I like to use AI as a collaborator for helping me write my scripts or whatever the content is. I kind of let it provide the glue while I provide the structure, or vice versa. And it makes learning and consolidating information more fun, I think. Anyway, let's turn this lovely script that your audience or clients are really going to enjoy, and let's turn this 500-word script into a, 20-minute or 8-hour recording. I prefer, honestly, to use my real voice when I'm doing meditations, but I also offer clients my AI voice that I've trained with hours and hours of my own voice and different versions of my voice, because honestly, editing takes forever. So I'm going to use Elevenlabs, but the thing is, if you are comfortable using your own voice or want to learn how to record meditations or wellness content, and you have a mic, maybe you have a good mic that's on your phone, that will work too, okay? I started off this whole freelancing journey with a $60 microphone from Amazon and not even a laptop, a notebook that had no space, and it was really slow, and I still made it work for at least the first 6 months until I started making money. So don't let not having certain tools stop you from starting today. I'm gonna use Elevenlabs because honestly, I've been using it for I want to say 2 years now. You can create compelling AI voice narrations for product walkthroughs. You know, you can use them for your e-learning courses, educational content, affiliate marketing, podcasts, audiobooks, storybooks. Anyway, so let's look into Elevenlabs here, and I'm going to show you the voice library. Okay, you can type in meditation if you'd want to make it easier. There's a lot to choose from. There's one of my voices. I'll show you, let's see. I'll show you some of the filters. For our tutorial, we're just gonna go with English. Any accent's fine. Meditations can be done in any accent, but let's try American actually. We'll go with female for now. You can pick the age, you can pick the notice period. Notice period just means how long the voice is actually available for you to use. And
welcome to the meditation.
Okay,
close your eyes.
Okay, so that's
and
one of my
now.
Voices.
Rest. Good.
Find a comfortable place to lie down. Make sure take a gentle.
Breathe deeply as you see the vast ocean before you.
Why don't you just relax? That's right.
It's another
and
one of
if
mine.
It wouldn't be funny, then it would be sexy. Maybe a little exaggerated.
Hey, I'm a little shy, but I can be the voice for your meditation.
Please, don't give up. Everything you have been hoping for will come to
That's my sister.
fruition.
Okay, so now we'll go to text to speech. So I already went ahead and pasted the script that I wanted into the text box. Just keep in mind the spacing. Just keep in mind the spacing in the text box because you do have 5,000 characters that you can use at a time, and it does cost credits. So just keep that in mind. You can also do it segment by segment, which I did in the beginning. V3 is a really good expressive voice model, but it is kind of costly. So we're gonna choose version 2. We're gonna use my whispery ASMR voice. The speed is fine for my voice because it's trained to be a meditation voice, but you can always adjust the speed, stability, the similarity to the original voice model. Style exaggeration, I want it all the way down, and speaker boost if it's kind of quiet. So just hit generate speech. I already did that. It took about 2 minutes. Download it. You can use any software that you like, but for this tutorial, I'm going to use Audacity because it is free. It is what I started on, and it's really easy to use. So you can download it for Windows or Mac. All right. So you're gonna file, import the audio that you just downloaded from Elevenlabs. Right now it's a mono track. You can turn it to stereo, but it doesn't really matter for this.
Do you ever find that stress follows you into the night? The day is over, yet your mind still spins.
It's a little quiet, so let's change the volume using loudness normalization. So this just adjusts the overall volume level without distorting the track.
Do you ever find that stress follows you into the night? The day is over, yet your mind still spins, replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow, searching for answers that never seem to come. Stress steals sleep, and without rest, tomorrow feels heavier before it even begins.
Now, speaking of tools, like I use Suno AI. Yes, you have to pay a subscription, but anything you generate, you own the rights to, meaning that you can monetize it without having copyright strikes. Let's say if it's on YouTube. Also, it can prevent you from having any legal issues if you try to sell copyrighted content to your clients. But if you're just starting out and you want to save on costs at first, just keep in mind that you can always use places like freesound.org and Pixabay. Let me just show you what that looks like. Freesound.org is a place where you can find free music. Type in meditation music or songs, and you get a couple of them, but you have to make sure that you're allowed to use this for monetization purposes. Creative Commons is usually what we want to go for. That means you have complete rights to do whatever you want with it. So if you look, you might find something on here. Honestly, it's not all bad. Okay, if you go to Pixabay, same thing. You can find meditation music, but you got to really pay attention to this content ID. Basically, a content ID is a digital fingerprinting system. So if you use any music from Pixabay that has content ID on it, it's going to trigger a copyright strike or a copyright notice. So if the artist provides you with commercial rights when you download the song, then you can go ahead and prove that you have these rights. But of course, it takes some time for YouTube to figure that out. So I just avoid it altogether. So basically, ChatGPT, ask it to write you the prompt. So custom, no lyrics because it's just an instrumental. Paste the prompt into there. Paste the negative prompt in advanced options. Okay. I want the weirdness level all the way down. I don't really play around with that. Style influence, how much you want it to listen to your prompt, and I'll just name it Meditation Track 1. Okay, just give that a bit to generate. Usually only takes about a minute or two. All right, let's listen. The first one was garbage. The second one is the one I'm gonna use. Now, even this one stops kind of listening to my prompt after a minute or so. Just adding whatever it wants. So I'm gonna show you how to snip that or cut it on Audacity, and then kind of clip everything together so that you can extend the track to be as long as you want.
Do you ever find that stress follows
Alright,
you into the night? The day is over, yet your mind still
spins. We don't want to
spins.
start the meditation right away at 0 seconds. We want to give some time for the audience to kind of settle into the session, right? So let's move that over, I don't know, 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Do you ever find that stress?
Okay, that sounds better. Here we're going to add a fade in so that the music doesn't just start abruptly.
Do you ever find that stress follows you into the night? The day is over, yet your mind still spins, replaying conversation.
All right, so we also need to space.
Do you ever find that stress follows you into the night?
You know, let's give some time for the audience or the listener to absorb what you just asked them, to think about it in their mind.
Do you ever find that stress follows you into the night?
Allow it to incubate into their subconscious.
The day is over.
So let's space it out.
Yet your mind still spins, replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow. Conversations.
See, I feel that conversations a little too close together.
Worrying about tomorrow, searching for answers that never seem to come. Stress steals.
Okay.
Stress steals sleep, and without rest, tomorrow feels heavier before it even begins. Tonight.
More space.
Tonight, you give yourself a different choice. Tonight is about release.
Okay.
That your body knows how to rest, that your mind can soften.
And just go along and keep kind of feeling out where you think you should be adding pauses. So when you're editing, try to imagine yourself actually doing the meditation as if you're the participant. Don't rush it, especially if it's for sleep. So again, for the breath work, you want to make sure these guys are actually having time to breathe and take a full deep breath, and even leave them room for longer self-directed breathing.
Take a slow, steady breath in through your nose and let it fall out. And let it fall out softly through your mouth. Again. Breathing in peace. Exhaling tension. Each breath.
Let me show you how to deal with the music. It's gonna start not listening to the prompt around here. It's adding drums and snares and everything I didn't ask for. That's sometimes just what happens. Okay, so I hear it stopping around here, so I'm gonna go ahead and split the clip here, whole part. I'm gonna get rid of it, and we're just gonna use this sound clip and just loop it. And it's just gonna loop and repeat, but we're gonna put the clips together, right? And you can do that just by listening. See how it just stops abruptly? So we want to change that by fading the end of the first clip out. And now listen. See? Sounds pretty natural.
Again, breathing in peace. Exhaling tension.
All right, so for this exhaling tension, I'm going to show you how you can put an echo effect on it. First, you want to put a limiter on the rest of this track.
Exhaling tension.
We just want to make tension have an echo effect. So highlight tension, go to delay and reverb, echo effect, and I'm just going to leave it as 1 point. The delay time to be 1.2 seconds. the K factor twice.
Tension.
See, that's what it sounds like. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do some editing and I'll speed it up. But yeah, unless there's an automated AI that can do this for you, you're gonna have to hire an editor or just learn how to do it yourself for free. It's time consuming, but the more you do it, the better you get at it. And it's really just a bunch of copy pasting, snipping, adding effects, and dragging it around. All right, so I've separated also all the affirmations. I've put the right spacing. I've managed to, again, merge the music so it's continuous. All right, and at the end, so right now it's running, 25 minutes? Let's put it down to 13 and fade out the very ending. Okay, now I'm pretty satisfied with that. Let's export it, save the project, obviously, export it as an MP3. All right, now you can listen to it. Okay.
Do you ever find that stress follows you into the night? The day is over, yet your mind still spins, replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow, searching for answers that never seem to come. Stress steals sleep, and without rest, tomorrow feels heavier before it even begins. Tonight, you give yourself a different choice. Tonight is about release, about remembering that your body knows how to rest, that your mind can soften, that sleep is not something to force, but something to allow. This meditation will guide you into...
Okay, so if you're still here at the end of this video, then it probably means that you are actually serious about creating meditation videos and content that actually help people. You know that you don't need to pump out generic AI scripts for quick money, okay? If you take the time to add real value to your meditation scripts, to any content that you create in this digital world, your audience will notice and your income will grow. Your clients will have complementary tools that they can use on top of the interventions you are already providing them. You can build an ethical business that serves others and also serves your own personal growth. There's never been a time where the playing field is actually even for a lot of people. Anyone with access to the internet can create passive income in a way that aligns with their personal values and life experience. So whether this is your first meditation video, your first digital product, or your 100th time trying to get monetized on YouTube with a meditation channel, you're not just building content, and it's not just about making money. You know, you're offering a gift to people who are in need of it and who want to hear your voice, who want to hear your knowledge, your unique personality, and your own lived experience. Okay, if you want to start today, you can grab my free prompts in the description. They're designed to help you avoid the generic AI fluff in your meditation scripts and create meditations that offer real value. I've also linked all the AI tools that I've used and mentioned in this video, including my own Elevenlabs voices that were designed and trained on for hypnosis and meditation recordings, but you can also enjoy the many others that you can find in the library. In the next video, I'm going to show you the top 10 AI voices to use for meditations in 2026, as well as how to build niche-specific, research-based meditation and hypnosis scripts that incorporate therapeutic interventions and evidence-based practice that you can incorporate within the session, increasing the value and also meaning for your audience and client. Until the next time.